Nazi regime did all it could to break its enemies' resolve and spirits. But in the case of one man, they only broke his bones. The story of this one man proves that an unrelenting will truly can outlast systematic hatred. The Man with the Broken Fingers by Carl Sandburg. The man with the broken fingers throws a shadow down over the spruce and evergreen mountain timbers of Norway, and across Europe and the Mediterranean to the oasis palms of Libya. He lives and speaks a sign language of lost fingers. From a son of Norway who slipped the Gestapo nets, the Nazi patrols, this story comes as told among those now in Norway. Shrines in their hearts they have for this nameless man who refused to remember names. Names the Gestapo wanted. Tell us those names. Who were they? Talk. Names now, or else. And the man faced them, looked them in the eye, and hours passed, and no names came. Hours on hours, and no names. They told him they would break him as they had broken others. The rubber hose slammed around face and neck. The truncheon handing pain with no telltale marks, or the distinction of a firing squad, and death in a split second. The Gestapo considered all these, but decided for him something else. Tell us those names. Who were they? Names now, or else. And no names came. Over and over, and no names. So they broke the little finger of the left hand. 3 fingers came next, and the left thumb bent till it broke. Still no names. And there was a day and a night for rest and thinking it over. Then again, the demand for names, and he gave them the same silence. And the little finger of the right hand felt itself twisted back and back till it hung loose from a bleeding socket. Then 3 more fingers crashed and splintered one by one. And the right thumb back and back into shattered bone. Did he think about violins and accordions he'd never touch again? Did he think of baby or woman hair he would never again play with? Or of hammers and pencils no good to him anymore? Or of gloves and mittens that would always be misfits? He may have laughed half a moment over a Gestapo job, so now, for a while, he would handle neither knife nor fork, nor lift to his lips a drinking cup, nor sign his name with a pen between thumb and finger. And all this was halfway. There was more to come. The Gestapo wit and craft had an aim. They wanted it known in Norway the Gestapo can be terrible. They wanted a wide whispering of fear of how the Nazis handle those who won't talk or tell names. We give you one more chance to cooperate. Yet he had no names for them. His locked tongue, his Norwegian will pitted against Nazi will, his pride and faith in a free man's way, his welcoming death rather than do what they wanted. They brought against this their last act of fury, breaking the left arm at the elbow, breaking it again at the shoulder socket. And when he came to, in a flicker of opening eyes, they broke the right arm, first at the elbow, then the shoulder. By now, of course, he had lost all memory of names, even his own. And there are those like you and me and many, many others who can never forget the man with the broken fingers. His will, his pride as a free man shall go on. His shadow moves, his sacred fingers speak. He tells men there are 1,000 writhing, shattering deaths, better to die one by one than to say yes, 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 when the answer is no. 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 And death is welcome. And death comes soon. And death is a quiet step into the sweet